Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Val-des-Bois expeditions with the second half of this weekend. First episode was a bit of a bust because of just like the dead zone we kind of went through from starting at the very top here. But now that we've hit this area, we had quite a bit of a spring of life, like the red fox call, the red deer herd, and somewhere around here some rabbits. No idea where they are right now. They always seem to be the one species that gives me a bit of trouble. I don't hear anything moving about right now. So I don't want to stay too long here just trying to chase down a few little European rabbits. I'll probably move us off in a moment or two. But yeah, for all the tracks, I have not... I spotted one, but of course I didn't have the shotgun ready to actually try getting it. But I haven't seen what I... Maybe I'm trying too much to look for, like, what I know of from Bushrangers Run warrens. Well, either way, let's just start keeping our way to the south as our game plan was. Because we'll just draw on the map for a moment here. Yeah, we're trying to get down this way. See what we can find as we pursue that direction. The red deer herd, I think, only had the one stag in it, so we don't really have to worry about them too much. There was the red fox we heard call, but I forgot to pack the caller with me. I wasn't expecting to run into such a dead zone. I thought we'd have more ibex and ptarmigan encounters on the first episode. Definitely wrong on that front. So I really should have just tried to toss in for the sake of it. But with that said, that's what I kind of dealt myself for a bad hand. I'll see how I can play it out. So we'll just kind of keep working our way in the direction we have been going. Try to listen and watch for any other wildlife. If we get lucky, maybe the fox will call from another good spot. Well, I can't even say it was from a good spot, but the fox will call and we'll have good visibility to where it is. I'm not going to hold out. Well, that's the red deer, not what I'm after, really. I mean, if it was a stag, oh, absolutely, but it looked like it was just one stag to all the females that were there. Oh, actually, this might be the red fox that we got the call from earlier. So if we can figure out where he was fleeing towards, that might actually help us in try and go get after him. Yeah, that was just roaming. We'll just have to keep hiking on as we are. Yeah, we'll take the 30-06 out again. I doubt we'll have to worry about brown bears down in this part of the map. It seemed like they were pretty exclusively more in the northern and eastern half. So we're like literally the complete opposite direction of them. Yeah, there's more red fox tracks. Oh, it is funneling into a bit of a valley, so this could help for like just getting a good view above and what's below. Let's say movement. Oh yeah, this is actually going to be... I think if we keep going this way, that'll provide us a better view of what might be lurking or hiding down below us. Oh yeah, this is a fair view down. Of course, I'd have to hope there was something down there, but it doesn't look like it. We do have tracks, though. Maybe we'll get some kind of clue as what's around us. Concerning where that one call from the red deer came from, I'm assuming the entire herd fled that way. Oh. Well, so much for my logic about we don't have to worry about the brown bears. That's a track right there. I kind of almost want to follow up on that, though, and just see if we can find more. Because brown bears aren't that bad to deal with as long as you have some distance to them. But I also want to keep us working, like, progress-wise down where we're going. You know, let me just take a moment to glass out here. Just try to spot anything I can. Yeah, but so far, not that much. I don't know how old that brown bear track is either, so it could be... Oh. Oh. Not really what I was hoping to hear. But you know what? Maybe I will try calling that out. There's a slim chance that maybe there's going to be a stag with them. So at least I can say I'm trying for... No, I think it's just her all on her own. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Okay, let's just keep walking away from her. Let her come here, look around, figure out there's nothing, and then go on her way. Kind of getting back into the trees, so... I don't know if I've really had much in, like, on Val-des-Bois that's really been in forested areas. Like, all of our encounters and our hunts that we've taken. Like, they're... Oh, well, there is a track here or something, so we can at least figure out what this is. Oh, brown bear again. Actually, it's a previous... It's the same trail as what we spotted way up there. I think we'll try to stick more on this one. Just try to get a bearing on how long ago these have been left. Although it looks like there's a fair distance between the tracks, so it might be very old. Well, that's a different track from an animal. Yeah, no, I don't see anything else from this one. Let me just take a look and see the species this is. Ah, red deer. Yeah, we do have things around us, or they've been in the area. We just gotta try paying more attention and keeping our eyes open as we go about. Yeah, we're kind of following the path I wanted. A little bit of weaving left and right, but I mean, I get sidetracked pretty easily, so it's expected. Yeah, see, that's just her again, and she can just make all the noise she wants to back there. There wasn't anything else with her. So we will just carry on our way. It looks like we might get into a pretty nice spot for, like, just looking out at. Everything's kind of sloping up towards this hill. And if we get to the peak, there might be good line of sight beyond it, and also beautiful landscape taken. Yep, step around that. I was kind of expecting a little bit of a valley once we got up here, but it's still quite a nice little alpine meadow. And then maybe could actually go up to that slope, because, like, if you go up that way, maybe you could work your way up that all the way to the summit there. Or, actually, maybe to that summit, and then up to the proper summit there. It could be if you want to go for Ibex, that might be a chance to try going for them. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at. Oh! Is that a rabbit? I think it is. Let's try. Those are the Warrens. Okay, they're actually stand out a lot more now that I actually see them. I thought they'd at least, like, try to be more blended in instead of being like these great big gray blobs that they are. But now that I know there are some here... it shouldn't be too bad just to watch them and try to get a few rabbits. Yeah, there's one out of the Warrens right there. See if I can just crawl along and get close enough to pop it. And then maybe there are others around, they'll come rushing in too, and that could let me get others easily. I say could because, let's be honest, I do not have the skill to say with any certainty I can get even this one I'm seeing. We'll certainly try, but you guys have the experience with me to probably be good judges of whether I'll succeed or not. Oh, and I do have the little bit of a problem where I can't aim down because of the way the slope is angled. It might have gone into one of the Warrens. I don't see it. I can't remember if, like... I feel like when we were on Bushrangers, if you got a rabbit, it would actually, like, despawn the burrow. Kind of like a way to track what ones were in the area still. I don't know if that's, like, a certainty or not, though. Yep. Okay, I think that was a hit. Okay, so... looks like I might have two. Like, I pressed Z... oh, jeez. Okay, I gotta see how many we might have here, because that's adding up pretty quick right there. I was wondering if there would be more in the area, and it does seem like the idea of a shotgun... jeez, everything wanted to come to this one. Anybody else want to try rushing in? No? Yep. I don't know if I got that or not. Oh, yeah, I think I did, because I just pressed Z, and that does, like, illuminate all of your tracks in the area. So, as we can see, we got quite a bit we can collect from all of this. Wow. Let's see just how much. 28, not that much from you. 55. Fair bit from that one. Thought I even heard like another one there. Okay, 28, 55, 48. I feel like there is one here. Yeah, there is one. Okay, there it is. 44. Yeah, I was saying before that I completely, like, it was a bust last episode. We only got one animal, and now we've gotten so much GM from all this. That's probably a few hundred from just the rabbits. Okay, no, I know there's one here. Yeah, see, there we go. I gotta admit, that Z trick is really nice. And another 42. I have to recommend it. Danger Floof's trick of using Z, I guess it kind of applies sunglass effect, but also just like illuminates all of the tracks around you to see more easily. And because the solid circles just have more color, they seem more vibrant when they first appear, or like when they're illuminated again. Very handy trick to help for rabbit hunting, or if you do have any animals you've been after. We'll leave the warrens behind, because I think we've had enough massacring for the rabbits today. See what else we can get. Oh, is there going to be another thing of their warrens here? It's like, once they started coming in, it was just so... Ooh. We could go for a brown bear, I suppose. Again, I don't know how far off or out it might be, but it might not hurt to try for one. And yeah, there will still be 2 more weekends of Val-des-Bois before we tackle the final series for the expeditions, which is Hemmeldal. Just to make up for a little bit of last episode being bust, as well as the start of the series, not really getting that much in. Yeah, all the shotgun blasts probably scared anything that was that close. And yeah, unfortunately, I do not see another track from what we were after, or what we started with, the brown bear here. It doesn't seem like Zed helps for those tracks that well. It really helps for the animals that have been downed, but not for just tracks you're trying to follow. That's bear droppings. Oh, previous. Hello, we might not be far off from another bear. Okay, we'll follow this a bit and see. I feel like it was close enough that the shotguns... Okay, this changed drastically. Although that was coming back our way. And we got tracks here. Oh, that's another previous. Yeah, fleeing. That's what I thought. Okay. So we'll just stop at this here, see what it is direction-wise. They were both kind of going this general direction, so we might just continue on. Jeez, that track... I'm surprised how far off we actually picked that track up from. So does that mean it's more recent, or it's just like the weird luck of how the game wants to show them? I think until I do see a solid circle, I'll just be upright and walking still. Okay, this is the other bear. I think this is the one that was fleeing. Yeah. And it is getting towards the reserve border, too. That one took a hard south. I kind of want to stick on the one that's been running off to the reserve boundary. So maybe it'll, like, hit that and turn around to come back in more. I kind of doubt it, because I think the animals actually get to go beyond the reserve borders, whereas the player only has so much time. Because it's not like there's an invisible wall that stops you from going. There's... I'm trying to think of what other game might kind of have the same thing. I guess think of like Battlefield, where you can go out of the map bounds, but then you have a countdown that goes, and if it counts all the way down to 0, it just basically says like your hunt's over, or game over, or what have you. Oh, that's... hello? Okay, let me swap to 243 quickly. Because that apparently was very close to us. Okay, it looks like it's just on the ridge a bit. So maybe like right up there somewhere. Oh, there. Actually, it looks like he's got a darker coat. I just seen him. I don't know where he went. I just saw him coming down. I switched out to get the rifle ready, and now I've lost track of where it went. I'll still try to stay low. Where did he go off to? God, that... I don't know how he was going to do, like, for scoring-wise, but it would have been nice to get just a easy red fox for another animal of this hunt. I'm kind of hoping he'll do another call, just, like, by chance, and that'll help us hone into where it went. Oh, I see movement. Okay, I think he's right in there. That got him. I just saw a little bit of darker color, and thankfully he came to a stop there. I'll just have the 30-06 in case a brown bear's nearby. Because that's the tracks we were following until he called out. And this is actually the same red fox that we heard further up here. I guess he got scared and fled all the way down this way, and was just starting or making a return to where it was before we scared it. Yeah, quite a bit darker coloration than I was expecting on him. How does he score? 57's not too bad for one animal. Oh. And there was an objective complete. I think it's to harvest 3 red foxes while prone. Which isn't too hard to do. It's just that you need to have 3 red foxes in the same hunt. Yeah, I'll take a little goofy pick like that. There we are. And I highly doubt we'll get another animal before the hunt ends, but we still got a few minutes, so we'll keep going for a little bit of a trek. But from having, like, next to no animals or income from the series to all of a sudden exploded with, like, the 4... How many rabbits was that? I'm going to guess 5. It might have even been 6, but I'm just going to be conservative and guess it. 5 was the total. Those 5 were probably about 200 GM at least, all combined. So, yeah, I think, made up for last episode being a little bit more silent and calm. It's kind of how the hunter can be at times, is these long gaps where you might not have anything, you're just trying to get to an area with something, and then once you can find it, just load yourself up with things to go after. And yeah, looks like we almost made it to the end of the arrow. Not quite, but I think we had plenty of reason not to. Next episode, I'm going to probably start from the southernmost lodge again, try to do that clear pond mission, which I think is basically the same as the Evil Grin was. Just find tracks or clues of a number of species and go from lodge to a landmark on the map, and that's it. Nice, easy, and it rewards, I think, like 200 GM maybe? The sightseeing ones are pretty easy to do as long as you know all the steps you have to go to complete them. And it's something where if you do have, like, just some time to kill and you don't really have the time to invest in, like, a proper hunt, just go for a run or a jog on some of the reserves and know the spots you got hit. And if you can do that, that can give you a bit of GM coming in as well. I'm just a bit behind on all my recordings, so I've got to squeeze quite a bit in and try to keep up with the upload schedule. I'm kind of glad that I have a Sunbreak only 3 times a week right now going up, because I've actually managed to get a nice stockpile of footage where if I can get a bit more, I might even increase that to 4 times, but I gotta see how things go. We are getting closer and closer to the 1,000 mark. We're only... I'm trying to think of what we're at. I think we're like 871 or 72, so it is still a little slow going for our progress up to the 1,000, but, I mean, right now we are very close to the 900, and I'll be happy if we can hit it. Because that begins our final countdown to only 100 subs away from that big mark. It might still be a bit before we get it, but you never know how things can go. That's like, It's kind of a weird fluke that happened on YouTube, but I think I understand what happened for it. On my Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate series, or the G-Rank series, one video got up to like over 500 views in a single weekend. And the reason why I think it did is because of how YouTube actually has an algorithm for what the thumbnail contains. And what it probably picked up on was, it was the Gogmazios first episode, where it is my blind try at it, and because Gogmazios under its chin has like a sad face, it picked up the sad face, I guess, as like maybe an emoji face, and just that suggested to so many more people to like get focus and interest from it, and that's why it was a fluke viral thing for my channel. And I guess I shouldn't say viral, because I mean it still didn't perform that amazing as viral does, but compared to other episodes where it's lucky if it maybe gets 40 views in 5 days, this one got 500 in a weekend span. So I think that's what happened to it, is the thumbnail was just had a simple face expression, or YouTube had a facial recognition thing to pick that up, and that caused it to be completely out there. So if you guys have seen, I know I've seen a lot of, just the thumbnails on YouTube with like a face and an expression that's like exaggerated, etc., what have you, or just like emojis plastered on thumbnails, it's just to abuse the abuse the algorithm to get the thing more promoted. That's basically it. That's the only explanation I have for how that one video, compared to the entirety of all the series before it and after it, skyrocketed that much in performance and views it drew. Does that mean I'm going to be doing that? No. No, I'm not going to be trying to abuse the algorithm or making... I might, once I hit the 1,000, start using my face on the thumbnails just to have, like, I recognize this YouTuber. Oh, well, that's a nice little thing to get for what have you. I might start using my face on thumbnails just that way there's some, like, recognition of, hey, I recognize them. They've got a new video out. More so than just, like, the little brand logo I kind of used for myself. Again, I want to try to keep it more upfront and honest than how it can be a lot on YouTube, where it's like, I did this and I regret everything. You won't believe what this... I do not like that, and I hate that that's, like, getting as good as promotion it does from the algorithm and stuff on YouTube. It's annoying. So I'm going to try to keep it front, honest. You guys know what you're getting in for just by what you see details from the video, thumbnail, and title. I've always tried to keep it that way, and if I ever don't, I do want to be called out on it. Because that's one of the ways you can kind of keep yourself in check, is by having other people checking you. It looks like this track, though, is just fleeing off, and yeah, just a little ramble that came up because of how I want to report back to you guys on how things are going. And we'll probably end things off here. You know, let's get a nice view of the area. I think if we run out here... Yeah, we're getting a nice view over Val-des-Bois, the river valley here. Even got a perfect little stone right here to stand up on. Okay, a nice vista like that to end us off. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Val-des-Bois Expeditions. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave the comments right down below. And if you do want to help us on our road to the first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, please subscribe if you haven't already. We're slowly working up there, we're gaining new ones, slowly but surely, and hopefully we will reach that 1,000 before we know it. Until I do see you in the next video or episode though, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.